Hello, class of 2025. My name is Mr. Madigan, and unfortunately, we cannot be in person for orientation today, but we did make this really great video that's gonna give you a tour of the building, and it's gonna show you the amazing things that we do at Thurston every single day. And on behalf of the Freshman Academy, on behalf of the THS Link crew, I just wanted to tell you that I'm so excited to meet you in the fall, and I'm so excited that you're here. Welcome to Thurston.
Hey there, class of 2025. I'm Moses Price. I'm the assistant principal for the 9th and 11th grade here at Thurston. What I'm going to do now as part of this virtual presentation is I want to give you an opportunity to meet the teachers in the Freshman Academy. These are teachers that you'll have. These are teachers that you'll cross paths with. And being a part of the Freshman Academy, they have your back. They're there to support you. They're there to walk the way, the entire way of the 9th grade with you. If you have questions, you have concerns, you have anything of important matter, you go to your freshman teachers and you let them know. As well as you still have me and you have Miss Harris, the other assistant principal, along with Mr. Rudy, the building principal. But your freshman team of teachers are going to be your backbone for support during your 9th grade year. So use them wisely, get to know them now, and enjoy.
Hi everybody, I am Mr. Madigan. I teach social studies here at Thurston. I've been teaching here for 8 years. I am in charge of the link crew here at Thurston. I run the board game club. I've coached baseball for a long time. I'm very active here at Thurston. I graduated actually from Thurston High School in 2006, so I'm really happy to be back here and working here. I love it.
Welcome, South Redford families. I'm Miss Marlowe. I am a 9th grade English teacher at Thurston High School, as well as the 9th grade honors English teacher. I'm really looking forward to working with your students this year. I have been teaching for 17 years, and this is my 10th year in the district.
I'm Mr. Nelson, and I'm teaching physical science this year, all 9th grade, and I'm looking forward to meeting your children face-to-face at some point.
Hello everyone, my name is Aaron Rosebrock. I teach English 9 here at Thurston High School. This is actually my second year doing so. And I wish I could be meeting you all in the more traditional sense, but hopefully sometime soon we're able to do that. But until then, it's nice to meet you like this.
My name is Jennifer Samborski, and I am teaching U.S. history here at Thurston High School. I'm really excited to be here. Some of you may remember me from Pierce Middle School, where I taught 7th grade world history, which was a lot of fun. But U.S. history is really my passion, so I'm super excited to be able to come up to the high school this year and teach U.S. history.
Hi everybody, my name is Miss Roby and I teach Algebra 1 here in the freshman hallway at Thurston High School. This is my second year in this position.
Hello everybody, my name is Bill Dyer. I am an Algebra 1 and credit recovery teacher here at Thurston High School. Hopefully I'll see you soon. I have been at Thurston High School for 5 years, and I was also a teacher at Pierce Middle School for 22, so I've been in the South Redford School District for a very long time. Stay safe, and we'll hope to see you soon. Take care.
Hi, Thurston High School. This is Matt Rudy. I am the principal here at Thurston High School. Starting my third year as the principal of the building. I've been a part of the Thurston community, it's getting close to about 10 years. I was an assistant principal for 7 years, and then prior to that, I interned here. So I've been around for a little while now.
Hey everyone, my name is Beth Harris. I'm the assistant principal for 10th and 12th grade here at Thurston High School. I am starting my 23rd year in public education. 20 of those years were spent in the classroom at East Middle School in Ypsilanti, Pierce Middle School, and also Thurston High School. And this is my third year acting as assistant principal for 10th and 12th grade here.
Hey, class of 2025. Hey, I'm Mr. Price. I am the 9th and 11th grade assistant principal. I've been at Thurston now. This is my second year. And prior to being here, I spent 14 years in Ann Arbor. I was actually a school social worker and an athletic director prior to coming to Thurston High School. It has been such a pleasure being able to create this virtual opportunity for you guys, class of 2025. But as we conclude, I want to remind you that we do have a webinar that will be hosted by the Link Crew students here at Thurston. This is an opportunity for you to join us via the webinar and ask any and all questions that you may have in regards to Thurston. Our students are lovely students, and they're waiting for your questions. So please join our webinar, and hey, make it a great day. Go Eagles. I am Mr. Price. I am the assistant principal at Thurston. I am the assistant principal for the 9th and the 11th grade. So when you guys get here next year, I will be your principal. I'm not only for if you're in trouble, but I will be here to support you guys in your journey that you'll be beginning as high school students. All right. So if you have questions, my office is always open. There's an AP office that's not far from where you guys will all be in the freshman academy. I think when you watch the video, you may have seen the freshman academy. My office is just down the hall from that. And in this office is where the other assistant principal was Miss Harris, and she's the assistant principal for the 10th and the 12th grade. There's a secretary in here named Mrs. Douglas, who is, I think, a fan favorite by all students. A lot of students come and they just like to talk to her. They get help from her. And then also, if you're going to do any sports, this is the office that you'll have to come to pick up physicals and make payments and all those different things, because the athletic director is also located in our office. So that's me. I'm Mr. Price. I'll let the Link students introduce themselves now. You guys can unmute yourselves and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jelani. I'm in 11th grade. I have done swim for 4 years. I took an AP class, and I have a 3.1.
Nice.
That's me.
Thanks, Jelani.
Hi, my name is Mia Konecki. I'm in the 11th grade. I've been swimming for like 4 years now. I'm on a varsity soccer team, and I participate in the marching band.
Thank you, Mia.
Hi, my name is Kaylee. I don't really do much at Thurston, but I was part of the choir at Thurston for the longest of time, and I'm a junior.
All right. So while I have you guys, when you introduce yourselves and you say I'm a freshman, sophomore, can you say to some kids, because not everybody in middle school knows or understand yet what a freshman, sophomore, junior, what actual grade that is. So what's the number behind that word?
Hey guys, my name is Maya, and I am a 12th grader, which is a senior, and I have ran track, and I ran track, and I played volleyball. I played freshman, sophomore, and I did 2 years of varsity volleyball. I participated in Link Crew, and yeah, welcome to
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Adriana. I'm a 12th grader, so a senior. I've done Link for 2 years now, and I haven't really done much, but I'm here to tell you guys anything that you need to know.
Thank you. All right, did Javen go?
Hi, my name is Javen. I'm an 11th grader, which is a junior. I play football, varsity football, and the captain of the wrestling team. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. All right, so let's just jump in. There are some questions in the Q&A already. I'll read some of them off, and you guys can just chime in and answer them, however you feel. So the first question I'll say is, do we get Chromebooks like Pierce? So I'll answer that. You will not be assigned a Chromebook once you get here like at Pierce. We do have Chromebooks available. We pretty much have a Chromebook available for every student, but they are not checked out the way you check them out at Pierce. Javen, this may be for you, sir. So can you explain football more? I'm not sure what that means, but just talk a little bit about football if you can, Javen.
Okay, so normally we start in the wintertime. We usually be in the weight room, getting our cardio and building our muscle up. Then once springtime comes, it's 7:07 time. Then in the beginning of summer is when we start doing our workouts, going through drills, all that. Then in August is when we start getting our pads, start going hitting, doing all that. Then usually our first game is a week or two before the first day of school.
All right. Someone asks, what type of sports are at Thurston? Anybody can jump in there.
The type of sports are at Thurston are there is girls varsity swim that happens in the fall, and there's a varsity swim team. There's JV and varsity basketball, JV and football, JV and varsity football for the boys, and then there's varsity soccer for girls and boys. There's baseball, softball. Most of the teams have JV. Yeah, there's mostly JV and varsity teams, but some sports only have a varsity team because they don't want to have a JV team. There's also volleyball. There's like freshman, sophomore, and varsity.
All right. Let's see. Answer that. How many credits do we need? That's the question. So there's credit questions. How many do you need to graduate and how many are required? Go ahead, jump in, guys.
I can just tell you off of the back of the classes that you need. I know for a fact you need health. That's a main requirement. Health, you need all credits of science. You need all credits for I think it's social studies. You need social studies. You need government. I don't know. You guys gotta have to chime in on this one because it's kind of like a lot that I can't really think off the bat.
For credits,
You would need 4.
Yeah, 3
You would
years.
need 4. Go ahead.
You need to take 4 years of math, 4 years of English, 3 years of science, and 3 years of history. So you'll have like U.S. history in 9th grade, then you will have world history in 10th grade, and then you'll get government for like one semester, and then economics for another semester for 11th grade.
Oh, and sometimes for electives like gym and team sports and stuff, your sport is sometimes considered a half a credit. So if you do, I believe it's only varsity though. So if you do a varsity sport, that goes into your like team sports, that's a half a credit. So then you'll be okay on that.
Yeah, and you need 2 years of art. I forgot.
2 years of gym? Yeah, 2 years of gym.
So I'll chime in with numbers. So the number of credits that you can earn in 1 year is 6 credits. So you could finish out with 24 credits. So if you have 24 credits at the end of the 12th grade, you'd be considered on track or eligible to graduate. I think that number could go down to 23. If you have 23 credits, you can graduate. So let's see. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much harder is band in high school than in middle school? We have a band person in the link crew?
I'm a band person.
All right.
So band is a little different from middle school is because there is concert and honors band like you have at middle school is like cadet and concert. But for ours is we like PSU have the required sweaters for each level. Our band is black dresses for the girls and black tuxedos for the boys, and the girls get pearls. We do district band festival. We host it. Sometimes we go out of state for a national competition. In my 9th grade year, we did this competition in Chicago. And then it's basically the same, but the music is more complex. And then you are required to do solo ensemble festival because it's like shows you that you participated in band. And if you're really good and you want to try out for the marching band, you can do that and you can receive your band letter.
All right. Someone asked earlier, I saw it, I think it may have been answered via the just a typed message, but someone asked, what is Link Crew? Can you guys explain what that is?
So Link is basically like, it's a club that helps incoming ninth graders to like show them around the school. Like we show them around, like we just basically will show you like how to get around the school. Kind of like you're someone that you can go to, like if you need help ever, because we would be around the building everywhere. So we just really here to help you guys out.
All right.
And it's surrounded by very positive people. We all connect with each other, so you don't have to feel nervous or feel bad. Like if you don't know something or if you're nervous to come up to us about something, we all are very positive and very open to help you guys.
Nice. Can someone talk a little bit about classes? How you get to pick any classes that you want to pick, or classes that you may have that aren't classes that you can pick, but required? And can you choose to go to any class that you want to go to? Like someone asked this question, can you choose the class you go to, or is it chosen for you, basically?
I think it's
So,
chosen for you.
yeah.
Ninth graders, but when you like go to another level, like 10th and 11th, you get to choose your classes.
Yeah. Some classes aren't required though. Like health is an elective, but it's required, or like economics is an elective, but it's required. So some choose your electives, but sometimes you can't. Like art, another required class, and gym, another required class, but they're both electives.
Nice.
And choose your electives very wisely. Like you will want to get all your main course classes out the way first, because you don't want to have gym classes and then now your junior and senior year you stuck with classes like Spanish. Like that's your elective and you have to have Spanish for 2 years. So that's an elective already. So you don't want to wait and be like, I'm gonna take Spanish or whatever elective or class. You don't want to wait last minute to take it, because you never know if you might have to retake a class. You just never know. So you will want to get all your main course and main elective classes that you know that you need for credits out the way first, instead of waiting till your last 2 years or last 3 years.
You only got 4 years, and it seems like it's a lot, but it's so little. You only got really 4 years to get your electives down, and that's not. You got to make. That's why you choose your electives wisely. Like do what you want to do, but get the hard stuff out.
Okay, here's one. Here's a good one. It says, oh, where'd it go? I think somebody may have answered it on the chat. Let's see. I wanted you guys to. It says basically, if someone's an Eagle Scholar, what GPA do they need to maintain to be able to stay as an Eagle Scholar? What GPA is required? You guys know that?
I know it's some type of award that you do have at the end of the year that they go over, and sometimes they'll send, I think it's like a dinner or something. I'm not really sure. You can't really based off of what I'm saying, but I know it is an award at the end of the year that you do get for being an Eagle Scholar.
And in Eagle Scholars, you have to take a certain amount of AP classes. So I think it's 3 AP classes per year. You have to have a minimum of all 4 years, you have to at least have an AP class, which is advanced placement. So that's included in your Eagle Scholars. But I believe you have to have at least a 3.0 to stay. And you have to actually participate and like do the work, because you get other work on the aside from your classwork if you are an Eagle Scout.
And it is a 3.0, so thank you, Maya. Are there different languages that you can take, or is it just Spanish?
Yes, I was gonna answer this question. We have German, Mandarin, and Spanish, I think, unless there's another language that I'm missing.
No, there's only
That's it.
German, Spanish, and Chinese. We have one Chinese teacher, two German teachers, and three Spanish teachers.
But I don't know for sure if Chinese is gonna be staying around. I'm not for sure from what I know, but Chinese is another language that you can take.
So some of the questions that I see, Jelani, you've answered quite a few. When you guys answer the questions, when you type an answer response, I don't think the other 8th graders can see those questions once they get answered. So I'm going to ask some of those that you guys have already answered, like via the chat. And one of the questions is high school difficult? Can you guys speak to your experiences? I know everyone's experience is different, so I would like for everybody to kind of chime in and speak to what your experience has been like in high school in terms of grades and just the social part of it, any extracurricular things that you may have done.
So my high school experience, at first, I'm not gonna lie, it was hard because coming from middle school to high school, you have to get in a different mindset. You're in a more professional world now. You have to understand that this is not middle school, this is not elementary. You have to think that this is gonna be on your permanent record for the rest of your life. So at first it was hard, but then like when I got the hang of it, I started catching on. It's the same thing. So and my biggest tips when coming in is do not underestimate your midterms. Don't underestimate your finals. Those are important to do and make sure you study for them.
For my high school experience, I had a fun high school experience. If you come in, when you come into high school, come in with a positive mindset. Like if you come in with a negative mindset, like, oh, I don't like Thurston, this and this, you're not gonna get the best of everything. Sometimes, you're gonna have your bad days. Everything not gonna be a good day. But if you come in with that positive mindset, and we have people that you can talk to at our school. So if you're not having a good day, you can talk to them, as they might make your day better. So that's a positive for Thurston. And get into sports. Like don't wait last minute once again to get into stuff, because the more you get into stuff, it goes on your record. So if you do sports, that goes on your transcripts. And for me, like filling out college applications, that's like one thing that all colleges ask for. Like, are you in any extracurricular activities and stuff like that? So you will want that on your transcript, because colleges look at that too. It's not just all about GPA, which that is the most effective part, but make sure that you are in some type of extracurricular activity. And a tip that I can give you guys is for grades, it's easier to bring your grade up. It's easier to bring your grade down, not up. So if you doing good already, keep doing good. Like don't start slacking. Do not start slacking, because once your grade get to that D, get to that C, it's harder to bring it back up, because now you gotta do missing assignments. Now you have to worry about, oh, I got all these other classes. I got 3 other classes, but then I have to go to advisory every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday just to bring this one grade up. So make sure you stay with your grades up instead of trying to get them down and then bring them back up.
I
just sent you the link.
Experience,
It was a bit 1237, 151 kids on there. It's really good. Yeah, I got to turn this off to see if more came on.
For my high school experience, it was a little bit easier for me to like find classes, because I would like for Jumpstart, I would go and try to find where my classes are and where my locker is and be like, okay, I'll remember this. But for classwork, it was a little pressuring, because you have 6 classes throughout the day, so you'll have a whole bunch of homework, but you'll probably have that one teacher that doesn't give you homework, and it'll probably be a little bit easier on your back. But like Maya said, it's easier to have your grades drop down than it is to have up, which is hard to
So, and so my high school experience, it was not gonna lie, it started off kind of rocky. But once you get into the groove of doing your work, it really gets easier from there. Like it's not necessarily hard. It's just once you pay attention to class and just start knowing the material, it gets easier from there. And also, sports was a big thing too. It gives you motivated because without the grades you can't play sports, and that gives like motivation to for you to give motivation for you to keep your grades up and do good in class.
All right, was that everybody?
I didn't go.
Okay.
So my high school experience was actually kind of fun because I started a little rocky in ninth grade year because it was a big transfer from middle school to high school with all your now you have to take core classes that go on your transcript, and it benefits if you get a bad grade, then it like makes you feel worse about yourself, but don't make that feeling. So I actually started playing sports in my ninth grade year, and it kept me motivated to keep my grades up. Like, if you have a quiz coming up, I would study for it so you don't like not study it for it in the last minute because that's what stresses you out a lot. If you don't study, then you don't feel prepared in yourself. But as the time goes on, it gets easier and easier.
Yeah, she has a really good point. Like, do not try and study for a quiz last minute. Like, I'm pretty sure all of us has probably done it, and you will feel really like you feel like you're cramming it all in your head in one, and it's like it's really hard. But for the most part, for high school, I would say don't let no one discourage you from doing what you want to do because you have 4 years in high school, so it's like you want to have that experience. You want to do all the good things that you want to do. And for right now with COVID going on, so it's a little different, but you should still try do a lot of stuff that you think would be a good idea for you to get out there. And my high school experience, it wasn't as bad, but just make sure you know all your classes, you get all those classes that you want, and that's about it.
Can you guys speak to clubs? There's a few questions in the chat that were asking about clubs. What kind of clubs do we have here at Thurston? What do you have to do to sign up? Just speak to clubs a little bit.
Okay, so we have so many clubs. So you can there are like there's board game club, there's drama club, there's video game club, there's K-pop club, there's so many other clubs. And even if you want to make your own club, you can make your own club. And video game club, I know that they play literal video games in their club. Like they play the PS4, they play like Nintendo Switches and stuff. In K-pop club, I know that they watch music videos and like they make food together. I know that inside drama club, we actually produce a play, which is really cool. And I know board game club, I know that they play board games, like not your typical board games. Like they play games that you probably have never heard of, and they're really fun. Actually, I really suggest you go to them.
I'll speak to the club part a little bit too. Jelani mentioned that you can create your own clubs, and that is true. Students do have the opportunity to create a club, but they do have to be approved, and I approve all clubs that you want to create. So one of the things that are required is that you have to have an adult or a supervisor who's going to be responsible for staying after school with the club. Students can't just stay after school unsupervised. there has to be a number of participants who are interested. So I usually say, if you have at least 10 people who are interested in this club, then we can look at starting the club. And then, you know, with funding, if you need any kind of funds for your club, then you have to fill out forms with your club supervisor to do fundraisers, basically. And that happens often. So yes, you can create your own club, but there's a process to creating your own club and having it something that runs every day or every week after school.
I want to add on to that.
Uh-huh.
So I did create my own club for Thurston. It was a very easy process because the staff members at Thurston are very kind and like understanding. So what you have to do when you come to Thurston is you have to go into the AP office. You'll have to ask Miss Dunn, which is the Miss Dunn in the AP office, and she'll give you a piece of paper. And then you'll have to talk with teachers like Mr. Price said. You'll need 15 people to sign your paper, and then you have to give it to Miss Dunn to give to the principal. But it's just very easy process. That's all I wanted to say.
All right. You guys, anybody want to speak about dress code? There's a question in here that asks, what's the dress code like?
I can. So dress code. Do not try to come to Thurston in a crop top. Do not try to come to Thurston with ripped jeans, because Miss Cece and Miss P will stop you before you walk in the door and tell you you cannot have that on. But the dress code is fairly easy. You know, if you just follow dress code, you can wear whatever you want. Just your stomach cannot be out, legs can't be out, and no tank tops, no like strapless, nothing with straps. You cannot wear do-rags, you cannot wear hats, no hoods whatsoever for like safety. And part of your uniform, I'm not uniform, but dress code is your ID. Y'all will learn that because y'all gonna get tired of getting your name written down because you don't got your ID. So that's part of your dress code too, is your ID. But fairly, you can wear whatever you want. Just make sure you respect the dress code. And if you know, like when you wake up, like, okay, they gonna stop me in the hallway, just don't even wear it, because you gonna get tired of every time at lunch you walk in 3 different hall monitors was like, okay, you gotta go to the AP office or something like that. So just be mindful of what you're wearing, and yeah.
Oh, I would like to add on to that, like what Maya said, like for jeans, certain jeans you can't have like too many rips in them going all the way up to the thighs. For the crop tops, you can wear a crop top, but you just have to have a shirt underneath it because you don't want to show skin, because they will stop you and be like, you need to go to the AP office and call somebody to give you extra clothes to switch in. And like, yeah, for the IDs, you want to wear that all the time, have it visible. You can have it on like a keychain or like clipped on your shirt or clipped onto your jeans, but you gotta have to wear that like 20. You gotta wear that all around school, because you don't want to come in, get written up like 4 times, and then having to go to the not the AP office, the front office, to buy a new one for $5.
Someone asked a question about dual enrollment. Do you guys know much about dual enrollment?
Yeah. So dual enrollment is basically another college credit, but it's not like an AP class. So dual enrollment is only if, like, I can't really explain it. It's like if Thurston, no, that's Voltech, dual enrollment. I don't think we really have, because I remember asking about it, and
So,
that's not really like something.
so there's not a lot of kids who dual enroll,
Yeah.
but it is an option. You have to be 11th grade or 12th grade. And once you get to the 11th or 12th grade, and that's something that you think you and your family are interested in, I would suggest making an appointment with your counselor, and then, you know, looking at that path at that point. But that's a couple years away. So I really like that it's something that's coming up now as an 8th grader, but It's one of those things that you really don't have to worry about until you become an 11th grader. And you'll work that out with your counselor where you can start dual enrolling in another another institution, a post-secondary institution. So that's a great question though. Let's see, anything else in here in this chat? Is the lunch good? How about that?
The lunch is good. We have about a couple good lines, like I think about 5. We have like 4 on the outside and then 1 on the inside where you get cold lunches, and then the 4 gives you like hot ones. Like you have one with a pizza line and sandwiches, another one where you can make your own. You have one that serves different kinds, and there's another one, but I forgot what it is. But like you have the 5th line is inside where you get cold lunches, and we have like booths, and then we have the tables. Most of the time, you have to like try to get to lunch early to be able to get a booth before everybody else does.
All right.
There's options for everyone too. Like if you don't eat meat, there's like salads, and like also personally, my favorite line is a nacho line because you can make your own nachos. You can choose your own toppings and your own nachos. It's really good.
I don't know if anyone said anything about the sub line. Like you get to create your own sub. Like they have like a big variety of like meats and cheeses and toppings you can put on it. That's a new one at Thurston from last year.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up with we'll do 1 or 2 more questions. We're over 30 minutes, which is fine. I think there's a lot of questions and a lot of good answers, so it's a lot of good information. What time does school start for high school, guys? That's a good one, I think, because it's different than in middle school.
Oh, school starts like if we're talking about going in person, school starts like at 7:45. That's like the class would start, but you want to get there a bit early. And then around school like ends at 2:34, which is early for you, like for us. You get out if that's like in person.
If you're a band student and you have an instrument, I would prefer to go a little bit earlier so you can go to the band room, put your instrument away, make sure it's there, and then go wait for your class. Because I get there around 7:30, so it gives me time to put my flute away, use the bathroom right before class so you don't have to interrupt the teacher.
Yeah, another tip is if you ever like doing bad in a class, you can email your teachers, and they're usually there a lot earlier before us, and you can go into the classrooms and like they can help you out before school. And this also works for after school as well. Like if you want to go after school to help, they can help you too, typically.
Someone said, if you're an honor student, will you have to sign up again? So this is coming from Pearson coming over to high school.
No, you don't have to sign up. I remember my freshman year, we they automatically put me in honor classes because of my GPA from middle school, but my sophomore year we didn't have honors math. There was no honors math anymore, but we did have honors English. And then junior and senior year, we don't have any honors classes. It's just AP classes. So you don't have to enroll again when you come your freshman year. It would just be based off your GPA and how you did in that class, your 8th grade.
All right, so last question, and then we're gonna let everybody go and finish their days. They ask, are cell phones allowed? Anybody want to speak about cell phones a little bit?
Cell phones, there's a rule, and I think every single teacher has this. They'll have like these sheets that will have like the little cell phone picture, and they'll have it in color. So if it's like green, then yes, you can be allowed to use your cell phone in class. If it's yellow, then the teacher will have to give you permission. You'll be like, yeah, of course you guys can use your cell phone if it's yellow, but if it's red, that means no cell phones are allowed in class. So I think all the teachers have put the red sign because students had some cell phone issues.
Yeah, and also like I know you can use your phone at lunch. Obviously, you can use your phone during your passing times, and you gotta also you gotta know your teachers. Like you gotta ask them like, can I use my headphones? Because some teachers don't allow headphones, and that's really a big thing. And I don't think you can wear 2 headphones at once because I don't think you can hear everything. But I might be wrong on that. I don't know.
Another thing is that some teachers are like lenient. If you finish your work and you have nothing else to do, then they allow you to go on your phone. But do not pull out your phone because it will get taken. Like it would be taken, they would have it, you would get it at the end of class, but if it's taken like more than once, it was like, oh, it will go down to the office and your parent has to go pick it up.
Yep. All right, so we'll call that a Q&A panel with the Link crew. 8th graders, I'm so glad that you guys all were able to make it. I hope you were able to get something to eat during this time as well. Thanks, Mr. Hall, for jumping in, and Ms. Ferris for being here as well. Link students, I appreciate you so much. You don't even know. I can't wait till next year. I hope that, you know, things are different and we are able to do school the way we have been doing school forever, and get rid of this remote thing, because I want to see faces. I want to get to know you guys. And I'm still new to Thurston, so I don't have too much time at Thurston with people in it. I think I've been at Thurston now longer with nobody in it than with people actually in it. So I want kids to be here, and I want to be able to have some fun and do some of the fun things that we do normally, homecoming and prom and all those different activities that just happen in high school. We didn't talk about much, but there's so many fun things that happen in high school that we all look forward to. And I can't wait till next year, and hopefully we can do all those things as a school. So thank you guys. I want to end the webinar now. It is being recorded, so if there was someone who did not have an opportunity to join, I'll send the recording to Mr. Hall and Mr. Smith, and they can even share it with your parents. If some parents want to see it, and that's fine. But that'll conclude. And I thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Link crew. Thank you for taking care of my little ones.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Unmuting's good. I just texted Ms. Hahn and said how proud I was of you all, and what you said makes me want to go to Thurston. I miss you. See you later.
All right, guys. Take care.
Bye.